For breakfast, we had 2 pieces of toast, 2 slices of turkey bacon, 2 eggs, a banana, a protein drink, and then for lunch we had sweet potatoes mixed with ground beef, ground turkey, Greek yogurt, and a 0 sugar Sprite. And then for our snack, apple and a protein bar. Not too bad. And as you guys saw with my breakfast, with my snack, and with lunch, pretty decent. Lower in calories than it was the day before, just because they're still on our cut. But you know, eggs, bacon, toast, very simple, decent amount of protein, decent amount of carbs with the bread, you know what I'm saying? It's only 70 calories and like 20 grams of carbs per slice, so that wasn't bad. And then also protein bar, very simple, with a snack and apple to add more fiber and, you know, less calories or lower calorie snack. And then as you guys saw with lunch, sweet potatoes, also some ground beef mixed with some ground turkey as well, so pretty high in protein there, pretty decent moderate carbs there, very low in fat, and then the Greek yogurt as well. Adding extra protein, 0 sugar, 0 fat, so you know, all in all, pretty good day, and not day because I'm not eating yet, but pretty good opening to our diet and to our day. I am a little bit slightly more hungry, but it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? When you're cutting, you gotta sacrifice a little bit. So don't be mad that you're a little bit hungrier than usual. That's just a part of the process. So yeah, let's get back to work. And as you guys can see, it's been a rainy day outside. Gray skies. Not gonna lie, rain makes me want to go to sleep, especially when it's just like super loud, hitting the freaking, you know, ceiling or the roof. It just makes me want to go to sleep. So I'm pretty tired today. And man, my freaking chest and my shoulders are fucking cooked, man. I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday's workout fucking killed me, which is a good thing because I needed to whip my own ass. So today's back and by day should be pretty fun too. Looking forward to it. I'm gonna try to go heavy and charge myself like I did yesterday. And this next couple of weeks, I'm really gonna, you know, push the lever, put my foot on the gas a little bit, and really try to charge myself. So let's get after it. So this is a second lunch. I'm fucking starving. Wasn't a lot of calories in the food I ate, so I got a little something. Got me a steak and cheddar sandwich, sub on wheat. So that's probably about 500 calories. And then got us some bag of chips, 170 calories. So it might be a little bit higher my calorie surplus today, but I'll just make sure I do more cardio. All right, guys, we got a quick one today. Back and buys. Gonna do a superset, close grip, lat pull down, and you know my favorite thing, superset. Gonna do some stiff arm lat pull downs as well. 3 to 4 sets, and then we'll move on to probably a compound movement in our biceps, and then go down. I'm not doing any traps, not doing any like rear delt exercises. This is just more quick lats. You know what I'm saying? Biceps. I only got like maybe an hour and 20 minutes to be in here, so I need to get this workout done within that time limit. So I'll fucking do it and see that. Fucking gross. But anyway, let's get this shit done. 3 to 4 sets, and yeah. I am not gonna lie, I'm pretty fucking pissed the fuck off, guys. I fucking did this video, and somehow all of my audio fucking got deleted. So I had to do this shit all over again, man. I am very irritated, man. I'm on the fucking time schedule. I had a lot of shit to do today. And all my audio got deleted. And it took me about, it took me a decent amount of time to edit the video and voice record and make sure everything, look fucking, snappy and nice. So I guess I got to go through this bullshit all over again, which is fine. It is what it is, guys. Some shit in life is just not going to go your way. And sadly, well, not sadly, but I guess that's just a part of life. So instead of complaining about it, I'm done fucking ranting about it. Let's just fucking get through this, guys, together. And as you guys can see, we're doing our, favorite superset for back. I can't even fucking talk because I'm so angry. Lat pull downs and lat push downs, great tool to use when you're running low on time and got a lot of time in the gym like I did. I was running low on time because I'm just an incredibly busy man. I'm a personal trainer. I work a 9 to 5, and you guys know I do content full time as well. So, and also I have a family. I'm a father, as you guys know. So it's sometimes I got to get in and get out, and I was going to do hour cardio, but I just didn't have time to do that. And we do hour cardio this weekend for Saturday and Sunday, because I have more time to do that. But man, and the reason why I like doing the superset together is because, I can work my back to a very, 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 like a huge amount of volume and a huge amount of, many sets, and I could just do a lot with my back. I could do a lot of exercise with my back, and outside of my quads, probably my back can, take a lot of load. It could take take a pretty good beating. And that's, it makes sense because, your lats, your traps, your rhomboids, your arthrospinae, and your rear delts. Like, there's a lot of muscles making up what we call our back. A lot of times we think of back as something that's just one uniform fucking part of our body, but in reality, it's a ton of muscles that makes up our back. So I can definitely beat the hell out of my back. And like I said, I'm trying to save time too. And, if you have like 40 minutes to go, or 40 minutes to spare in the gym, I would say it's pretty good to do. This is a good superset you can do because, I would say it's good to have a vertical movement, a horizontal movement, at least 3 to 4 sets for each. And then, your back is pretty much, cooked and pretty much, pretty good for the day. But if you're running low on time, cables are always a great way to create great tension. And this exercise, these two exercises together, it's a good pairing. It's a good pairing. You can do 3 to 4 sets each exercise, even 5. Maybe you have, between 6 to 10 sets all together with these two exercises, and your back is totally smoked. Your lats definitely are smoked, And, you're getting your rear delts in there. You're getting some biceps, a bit of triceps too with the push downs. And, your rear delts, a little bit of traps, really. If you feel too much in your traps, you're like, lift too heavy. But, yeah, great superset. And then also, too, one thing I figured out with my lat pull downs is that I'm way stronger than I failed to realize. Like, last year, I did a lot of lighter exercises. I kind of forgot how strong I was, You kind of go through that phase of, like, doing light or doing heavy. And I'm like, damn, man, I forgot I can fucking lift as much. And I'm doing this for 8 to 9 to 10. And it makes sense because I can probably do, fresh pull-ups. I probably do 12 to 15 reps. I'm 192 pounds, so I can do 12 to 15, maybe more. So it makes sense for me to train a little bit heavier, doing 170, 180, 160, and maybe 150 to lower. So it kind of makes sense. But, sometimes you kind of forget who the fuck you was. So you got to remind yourself that you were once a beast and you still have that beast within you. And, you shouldn't forget about that. It's called that old man strength. I'm 25. I have a kid, so I'm transitioning to the old man strength. I'm not going to lie to you guys. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that fucking old, but everything you guys know is a drop set. Going heavier. Try to limit, going heavy because heavier weight means less reps. So it saves me a little bit more time in the gym. I'm sorry I'm moving so fucking fast. I'm just so irritated that. So for some reason, this shit did not want to save. So, I had a really good fucking first take too. So that's why I'm kind of irritated. But like I said, walk of shame right here because my fucking lats are fucking done. But let's go move on to the next. All right, guys. Next up, machine, bent over rows. Every other thing was being used. T-bar row machine, barbells, everything is being used I wanted to do. Chest supported row machine, everything's being used that I wanted to use for back. So we got to improvise with this bit of rows with the Smith. Still a pretty good exercise. And then just to get the biceps out the way, we're going to do some easy bar curls, 3 to 4 sets. So much time we got. I still got to do cardio, so let's get through this shit. Really, really minimal rest periods. And here we go again with the bent over rows from Smith Machine. I already recorded this, but man. What's really making me mad is I'm going to be late for other things, so I'm going to put me behind with other things, but it is what it is. And as you guys know, Smith Machine bent over rows is great because, it's a compound movement. It's on a rail, so it takes away the stability as it would with a barbell or a dumbbell. You can focus on rowing. You can go closer to failure. You can actually do partial reps with those too. And you can really focus and milk that stretch at the bottom because, it's fixed. And it's a little bit easier in your lower back, in my opinion, than traditional barbell bent over rows. But, both are great exercises. And I also had to rest this. I was going to do 4 sets, but I just didn't have time because somebody stopped and talked to me, which is amazing. Which is okay, which is a guy back there, a really great guy. But, I like to get in and get out of the gym. So sometimes when somebody talks to you, you just got to get in and get out. But, all in all, I still got what? I got about 4, 8. I got 11 sets of back, which is pretty nice. And, 3 sets of biceps as well. And, you know, easy bars, pretty standard, pretty good exercise for your biceps. And I did start heavier with these bicep curls. I usually, you know, go for 12 to 15, but I started off tremendously, about 20 pounds heavier. So I'm going for 8 to 12. And like I said, I'm going heavier just because, you know, it saves me time. I do less reps. Still great intensity, still trying to go all the way to failure. Look at those beautiful, beautiful, beautiful veins in my biceps. You guys can see from my face, I'm still training hard. I'm not a fucking pussy. Don't be a pussy. Train as hard as you can. I know I keep quoting Greg Doucette, but train harder than last time, even if, you know, you're not going to be able to train as hard as you did 2 weeks ago because, you know, you didn't get enough sleep or you're still hungry or something's going on here, you know, going on with yourself. Still try to train as hard as you can. And, you know, some of the camera angles are kind of ass. I'm not going to lie today just because I was trying to get in and get out of the gym. So I kind of rushed it a little bit. And my rest period is really, really, really quick. I only had about 45 seconds to a minute of rest period. Sometimes as low as 30. But as you guys know, I usually do drop set. So everything I've done is drop set. Everything, you know, is getting lowered with the weight every single time. I don't really do the traditional adding weight every set because I just think it's a waste of time. You should, you know, go down in weight just because I'd rather use my energy for the heaviest movement first rather than, you know, being fatigued and already fatigued. But as you guys can see, still quick, still great, phenomenal workout. Back and buys, success, and hopefully I'm not a fucking idiot and I don't delete the fucking, you know, last fucking video record. Hopefully I don't delete this shit. I'm gonna be pissed. All right, guys, that was a quick one, but hey, still got that fucking pump right there. You feel me? Look at them biceps right there. Look at that. See the motherfucking vein there. Let's look at the other one right there. Great fucking pump. About 45-minute workout. Since it's a cardio, I'm not gonna lie, I had a really bad headache before we got to the gym, and I don't know if it's because I'm hungry, or I've been eating less, or because I haven't had caffeine in like 10 hours, and then after I did my workout, I felt a little bit better, or I'm just tired, or a combination of all three. I don't know, but once I got into the mood, once I got into my workout, everything worked itself out. I felt a lot better, probably dopamine, you know what I'm saying, and adrenaline pumping, but hey, that's why you can always judge yourself prior to your workout. You know, still a workout, and then most likely you'll feel better within your workout, you know what I'm saying? So don't give up. If you're not feeling well, try it out, you know what I'm saying, do the best you can like I did today. And like I said, I got it out the way pretty quickly, and I feel pretty good right now, so probably feel like shit afterwards, but hey, I feel good right now. But let's finish this cardio. Cardio. Forgot to tell you guys what I ate yesterday for dinner. Had some chicken tenders with a little bit of fries and also a Danish for dessert.